Guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. My name is Ryan. Listen, if it's your first time tuning into the Independent Investor Channel, I would highly ask you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to offer something during this video that's really kind of unprecedented across YouTube. Honestly, I'm going to offer my first installment of what's going to be a 5-part series of my 25 best dividend stocks. Now, the dual benefit to you guys as the subscriber audience is not only am I going to split it up and do each of these 5 in 5 minutes or less, but these are 25 stocks that I personally own, all right? So if it's good enough for me, it's absolutely good enough for me to recommend to you guys. Now in 5 minutes, I can't go into a technical review on each of these stocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide all that amplifying information in the Facebook group for you guys. So you can go in there if you're interested at your leisure. If you're not and you're just looking for product, you know, that can go in your portfolio, we're at that stage now. We've done the fundamental building of what account we go into, what you need to understand about the stock market before you enter, why you're entering into the stock market. We've already answered all of those questions. Now it's really time to start to get into the fun stuff. And I've had a few folks in my subscriber base hit me up and say, Ryan, you know, what stocks would you recommend? You know, I'd like to buy a couple dividend payers to kind of get started. And this installation, when I'm done with these 5 videos, you are going to understand my entire dividend portfolio. And a lot of people charge for this information, guys. They really do. I think it's sick, to be honest with you. I'm going to provide it to you free of charge. Why? Because I can. So let's kick it off here. The first stock I've got here is Pfizer. All of these 5 stocks are strong buys right now. Pfizer has been on an absolute tear. You look at the stock chart and it actually tells you probably not to buy. It's been on an absolute tear, but at $44 a share, right now we're talking about Pfizer at a $245 billion market cap, trades at about 14.5 times future earnings. So you want to talk about one of the biggest, best healthcare companies. This is in the top 3 as far as I'm concerned. It'll pay you a healthy dividend at 3%. It is projected to rise over time, and it is carrying a buy rating. And this can be a great addition to your portfolio in the healthcare sector, guys. The next one is AT&T. AT&T is the very first stock that I ever bought, all right? So if you guys are a new investor and you're looking at getting some exposure in the brand new formulated communications services sector, I used to recommend 3% allocation under the old sector. The new allocation exposure is right around 9 to 10%, all right? So don't hesitate to go out there and grab some names like an AT&T. Around the same market cap as Pfizer, $250 billion. I mean, we don't screw around with small stocks on the Independent Investor Channel, but you look at the stock chart on this, and this actually does give a tell to go out and buy the stock. We're looking at less than 10 times forward earnings on AT&T, and we're talking about an absolute monster dividend at 6%. I've loved owning AT&T. I own 100 shares currently of AT&T, and it's one of those in the first 5 of installation that I'm going to push out to you guys. The next one in the utility sector is Dominion Energy, traded under the ticker symbol D. Dominion Energy is about $50 billion. It also has a huge dividend, about 4.6%. One of the top players in the utility sector, guys. So if you're looking for some exposure there on the utility side, Dominion Energy will get it done. The next one, I had to pick a technology, and there's no better than Intel. Intel's been on a downturn, actually, so it's a great time to actually pick the stock up here at 12.2 times forward earnings, add some technology exposure in one of the very biggest technology chip makers in the industry at $219 billion. And finally, guys, in 3 small letters, this stock will get it done for you, and that is LNG. It is the world's largest provider of LNG, Royal Dutch Shell, traded under the ticker symbol RDS. Buy your Class A shares, so RDSA at $281 billion. This is an absolute beast. Trades at 10 times forward earnings, which is really quite sick, to be honest with you. And it's got about a 4.7% yield, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kick over to the Facebook group for the amplifying information on each of these 5 deliveries and the first installation of this 25 dividend stock portfolio right out of my playbook, guys. I'm going to provide them to you free of charge, looking to empower individual investors one at a time, guys. Share this message with anybody that you know out there that's looking to get started in the stock market. And again, I would just ask that if you like the information that's coming across, I would just ask for your subscription to the channel. Help us support the message. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this fast and honest delivery of product that can be put into your portfolio to start paying you every quarter those money dividends, man. There's nothing better than getting paid a dividend in the investment world, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good luck in your investment future.